I'm Mikota Nui, and thank you guys for waiting for me to come back live. It is so good to actually see you guys here today. Did you guys actually have a good day today? Did you eat well? Did you rest well? Did you also have a good day at work? Or is your day good in general? If not, then I hope that today's stream will actually help make your day a little bit more brighter and better. And if you can also sit back and relax, because today is an art stream, and well, we actually love to see how it's actually done in process. But how is everyone? I am doing okay. I am good. Today I actually woke up early this time around by actually doing something that's related to yard work. See that with things getting incredibly hotter as of late, oh god. The best way to actually do said yard work is probably in the early morning or very late in the afternoon when it's cooler. But, other than that, I am just happy I was able to take care of phase 1 when it comes to doing the yard work, and it was actually starting to feel a little bit more satisfactory. And, oh! Wrestler Paladine! Hi! Welcome back! Welcome, Raiders! Welcome into the Paper Plane Inn! It's so good to see you here today. So, let me go ahead and do this real fast and smooth. There you go. Wait until July kicks in. Hell is coming. Oh, yeah. You know what? You're not entirely wrong. I am not looking forward to see how things are going to be in the 100s again. I mean, it's... I don't know if I should actually count it as a good thing or a bad thing when things are still in the 90s here in Texas. Anyways, Popo's doing okay. I'm doing well. I was very productive earlier this morning by finally going to tackle phase 1 of my yard work, which was a pain in the ass to do, but it needed to be done, or otherwise it'll be a bit of an eyesore the longer we delay it. But other than that, I hope that everyone is doing okay. Cause today, we are actually going to be tackling the last lineup for June Brides. That's right. This week is pretty much the last week when it comes to my June Brides lineup. And, we basically have either one or two brides left to do. Or both. The best case scenario is both, but I'm not even sure. Oh god. How is House Gremlin faring today? Gremlin is fine, but I think she just went into the fridge because it was starting to get a little bit too hot for her to handle. So that's nice. I just hope she doesn't make a mess in the kitchen again. But anyways, I'll be around about an hour, and after that, haircut. Okay, that's fair. I hope you have a good haircut, Emerald Marine. So, yes, we're going to be actually tackling the last of the June Brides lineup, and this is something that I can't wait for you guys to see. However, one of them is not completely finished. I think you'll have to wait and see. So, how about we actually go straight to the podium right now so you guys can actually get to see this. Alright, and now we're here at the podium. And, oh, hi Afton. Nice to see you again.
Hello!
Jay? Oh, hi Jay!
Yes, it's me! I am here to annoy you!
Well, it's...
Yes, the pun master is here.
But yes, it is so good to see you guys here today. Because today we are going to be tackling the last of the lineup for June Brides, if you will. Because when it comes to this month, I'm gonna go back to my brides again. Let me just scroll down to my... here we go. Week 1 with June Brides, we had tackled Melanthe as a beautiful bride, and she turned out wonderfully. Week 2, we actually...
She's a beautiful bride!
And week 2, we actually tackled on Rose as a bride. And last week, even though it was a bit of a hodgepodge week, we tackled Mira as a bride, which she really is rocking well with it when it comes to the gothic wedding, but someone is also going to end up taking that reins. And no, Oh dear, already. Sorry, Afton, chat has spoken.
Not even 10 minutes in.
It is pretty jarring.
And
I will punt you, punt master.
I think when it comes
Like-
to I think when it comes to the bride dresses that I've designed, Malante and Mira are pretty much the ones that I kind of went a little bit too ham on the lace. I really did.
Thick. Very thick and beautiful.
Although to be fair, Mira is definitely the type who would want to have lots of lace in her dress. I mean, she is kind of a some roots of her noble privilege is still there.
Mm-hmm.
It's what happens when I have feathers that give me these powers. Thick with 3 C's.
Hey,
Yes.
Daisy.
And they were
Daisy,
all
don't
dressed up
chew on
gorgeous. Thank you. And now, ladies, gentlemen, and NBs in the inn, it is time for us to actually see the last of the June Brides lineup, where we have either Celine or Violette, which for those who kind of need a quick refresher, Celine is my Twilight Cleric half moon elf that I got to play as her, who is this perky peppy young girl. Well, a bubbly young girl, if you will. And then there's Violette. Need I actually kind of say more when it comes to Violette?
Violette is surprisingly popular.
I mean,
Mhm.
I was actually expecting the others to be much more in the popular range. But
You'll be-
Violette?
You'd be surprised how many people like Monster Girls.
I mean,
That's surprised?
I am here.
I mean, it's just a fact. Like, this is coming from a person who also likes Monster Girls.
I am here to give Ravenloft lore and thoughts for the game Celine is from. Oh yes. When it comes to Celine, I played in Savage's game when it comes to him running Ravenloft with a dash of Curse of Strahd for Season 1 of the Ravenloft campaign, and I'm surprised. And Violette is where I got to play in the Mario D&D campaign, which you guys would find the playlist of all of our sessions into my archive channel, which I wonder if I could actually I wonder if the command is just right. Nope. Okay. Okay. False alarm. So that okay. Well, that kind of went a little bit out of nowhere, I guess. Okay. Okay.
A little
did you-
south?
Did you already add your YouTube in?
Oh, I'm about to. So let me just paste this right here, the archive channel. And if you go into the playlist, you would actually see all the episodes that we did when it comes to the Mario campaign, dating back into 2022, late 2022, I think. Oh well.
I'm surprised you did this for this long.
Like, it's a 2-year campaign? Damn.
Yeah.
Is Gremlin watching her soaps right now? She kinda is in her state while she's living in the fridge. I tried to get her out of there, but she insists in staying there for a while because the heat is making her literally melt. Which is morbid, but it's the only way to actually keep her consistent.
I mean,
Yeah,
if you
she's
wanna keep
melting
that
like a
out-
wax candle.
And it's a little bit
wax,
messy.
you say.
But yes, these are the two girls that are basically what's left to draw for their June Brides month. And these are what they kind of were supposed to look like as brides. Violette, I'm not finished yet, but cut me some love. I mean, to be fair, last night was not very favorable for me. But okay. But yes,
Just take
these
your time,
are our last of the June Brides. I think we're gonna have to draw Violette. If we're gonna choose Violette first, we're gonna have to, I don't know, draw out what's left when it comes to the sketching phase. I am not proud that I never got to finish this thing in time. But anyways, so yeah, these are the last of the 2 brides that we have yet to actually do. And we can either, do 1 bride or both. It all depends on who's going on first. So, which is why I'm actually going to be making this poll as we speak. Alright, so... who's... going to be drawn first?
So, like, some good news and bad news.
Ooh.
So the bad news is my job interview for today got pushed back.
Oh.
Oof.
But the good news is it's happening tomorrow.
Oh.
Nice.
Well, that's not too bad.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's for a it's for a youth mentorship position.
I actually hope it works out.
Same
Okay.
here.
Yeah, I like the idea of being a youth mentor.
Okay. Well, I really do hope it does work out. But anyways, there it is, chat. I managed to make the poll for Twitch. For those who actually can't see it in the phone or in the browser, it's right there. I forgot to set it to 2 minutes instead of 3. Well, it actually would give me more people time to actually vote. But yes, these are the 2 characters that we definitely have left to draw for June Brides. So, yeah, just vote on which one who shall be drawn first, and then we'll actually just see where it goes from there.
Oh, Mickey, that reminds me. Have you seen what I put down for how will you catch me?
Are you talking about what post that I released in Twitter? Oh!
Yes.
Ah. Yeah. Yeah, I did. Okay, let me take a good look into the poll so far. It looks like Celine is pretty much in the lead for this. Well, I guess the factor is that Celine has a finished sketch, whereas Violette is not yet done. Like, I mean...
Yeah, I feel like Violette needs some refinement.
She does, and I kind of wish I actually had more time to actually do that. Yeah, that's pretty much on me.
I gotta say, for Celine, you did a great job with the folds on her dress.
I mean, her outfit is actually based in the late 19th century. Yes, the late 19th century evening gowns, but cause Celine is pretty much that kind of innovative when it comes to her design. She likes to be a designer for. She likes to dabble in designing clothes, and I had a feeling that with the way she designed this, it's something that is not really seen before. Goth girls defeat monster girls, at least this time. I mean, she is definitely going to be the secondary honorary goth. And I guess, yeah, Celine is basically going to be the one that... Oh! Wolfie British guy! Hi! Welcome, Raiders! Welcome into the Paper Plane Inn! I'm Ikonanui. We are just about finished voting for what we're gonna be drawing first. But Wolfie British guy, hi! Welcome into the Paper Plane Inn, and thanks for the raid. I hope your stream turned out pretty good. So there we go. Okay, I guess without further ado, I guess Celine is the one who won this vote.
Well, I'm gonna have to switch my phone. Daisy's gonna be taking for a walk.
Okay. Well, I guess while you're at it, I'm gonna go ahead and start drawing Celine. If she gets a child, do you think the baby would ask for some? Could be better,
Don't think that's
but
possible.
Mm.
Or is it?
Could be better, but it was too hot to work. Oh, I am so. As in, are we talking about heat, hot, or something else? And thanks, Spectre. Hi, welcome back. Welcome back. So I guess now that we got our leading votes, Celine is going to be the first girl to be actually finished. And I promise not to go extra ham on the detailing on Celine. There's gonna be bare minimum laces this time around because Celine's wedding dress, at least for this one, is not asking way too much detail, but I make
Which
no
should be
promises.
nice.
But I make no promises on keeping it minimum. At least at best, she's gonna have some embellishments when it comes to her attire. Twas a dud streams today. It was way too hot and I'm just getting too tired to make things entertaining, so I gave up for today. Oh, I am so sorry to hear about that. Well, please keep yourself cool. Get plenty of hydration. With summer that's really rearing its ugly head by July, please get plenty of hydration. Please be in a very cool temperament. In fact, don't be afraid to actually go have a shower today. Your body temperature will definitely thank you for that.
Ew.
What?
Summer's just turned me into a venison.
I mean,
I am so tanned and it's so hot out here in the UK.
I can only imagine. Me and my dad had a hot day yesterday when we went to the store to recycle 16 big trash bags of soda bottles and cans. Good lord. My AC is oh god, I am so sorry for you, Fang Spectre. Oh no. But thankfully I got a wall unit, so I'm no longer at a risk of death. Well, at least it's something, but oh, risk. I hope your AC actually does get fixed, because I had a feeling that we're not really seeing the full brunt of summer.
I don't have an air. Yeah, I don't have an AC, unfortunately. I got a swamp cooler, but that's about it.
Well,
oof.
I am thinking about getting myself a portable AC.
That is gonna suck.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I was thinking of getting myself a small portable AC. Don't get me wrong that... Okay, I need Celine's reference for her eye shape. There we go. I mean, don't get me wrong, because we have an AC that's functional AC, but the ventilation in my room is pretty poor. It is absolutely poor.
Yeesh.
Yeah, all I've got is a tower fan, which, you know, is pretty good, all things considered.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, chat and patrons of the inn, please stay hydrated, stay cool, get plenty of showers for this month. It's not going to be fun it's not going to be fun for the next couple of months. I can't wait for fall already.
Fall is always terrible for me because with the trees dying, it means all the ragweed's out.
Oh.
I say dying, I mean more like going dormant, but you know what I mean.
Well, perhaps.
Yeah.
The only season I really like is winter.
Oh yes, agreed.
Wait a minute, hold on.
My excuse to wear all the wool.
Savage says something in the chat. Out of all the PCs in my games from this month, I actually think Celine could end up being the one married first, now that I think about it. I mean, is it because of the teaser? Is it because of the ship tease remark regarding to how season 1 of Ravenloft ended? Because I still remember that thing clear into my head. It's living rent-free, and oh, I could still hear it. But yes, Fang Spectre? It is. On Thursdays, they're coming to fix it. But for now, me and my dad have 2 wall units. One for my room and one for the living room. I have to keep my door open though for circulation. Oof. Well, at least it's something. At least it's at least something. Okay.
Come on, Daisy, hurry up.
Knowing Celine, she's got big round eyes.
Yes.
Because she has like...
I've been hanging around with you guys for too long.
Huh?
Why?
Because I immediately expected big rounds to be followed up with something else.
Ooh. Good stuff.
Let's see.
Like, I'm having thoughts on... Because... Sorry, you go on.
Just trying to read more into the chat. Savage says something. Partially, but also because I feel Rose and Carver would want a big official wedding once the main plot dies down, where Celine and Ismark would possibly elope in the middle of the campaign. You know what? That is a very high possibility on what's going to happen in season 2 of the Ravenloft campaign, which I am still flabbergasted and excited that it's coming back in about a month or so. Like, okay, I got so much I need to prepare. Especially when it comes to Celine's family that I've yet to actually finish and draw. No, I can actually... No. It's okay. I can make this work. I can make this work. It's not the first time.
Actually, speaking of family, have you designed family for... have you designed Violette's family?
Ooh, interesting.
You gotta have to wait until the...
There's a more immediate need.
It sounds like she has.
You gotta wait until...
I'm excited.
You gotta wait until the Beefy Kingdom is out in the open.
I'm excited.
Good.
I'm actually really intrigued to see these more humanoid Dragonborn, because I gotta be honest, it's a pretty interesting concept, is it not?
Anyways, Savage said something. Don't worry, you guys. Don't worry, you guys will be going to plenty other domains before we get back to Celine's home in Borca. So that's still more time. Okay, good. I mean, I'm actually super looking forward to what the other domains of not World of Darkness. What am I saying? No! I am looking forward to what the other domains of Ravenloft is going to offer. Because I know that we're most likely have to go to a desert land very soon. That's the first thing we have to go first. The rest, though, not so much. Because, for those who are non-initiate when it comes to, this, in Ravenloft, and to an extension Curse of Strahd, it's basically a gothic horror type of... It's basically that of a gothic horror, system when it comes to D&D 5e, when it comes to D&D. It existed long before it was released in the 5th edition. What the heck?
Sorry, Daisy stepped on something.
Oh, is she okay?
I'm checking her paw. I'm checking her paw.
Take a pause.
Oh.
Daisy.
Like, that scared me then.
That did scare me too.
Like,
Okay.
Like, I recognize that
good news.
in my life, I wasn't entirely sure.
Okay, good news. It's just a twig.
Oh.
A twig with a very sharp stick.
Okay,
Oof.
that's at least it's just a twig.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse. I was worried that she got stung by a bee or something.
Oh, those are even worse.
My dog stepped on a bee.
Wait, hold on. Actually, as part of a refresher to help you guys set back in after the long pause, I am planning an intermission before the Desert Domain. A certain carnival. Certain.
Oh, I think I know what he's talking about.
Well,
I know what he's talking about, and I like it.
Oh.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
Because
I
I was going to be a part of one of the Domains of Dread campaign, and I wanted to do a bit of research into what the undead lords were like. Because I was.
If you're going to spoiler territory, I'm telling you right now to stop before you actually would stub your toe.
Oh, I'm not going to.
Good.
All I'm going to say is most of those domains are actually pretty interesting.
Let's see. Yes, what do you say? Let's see. Oh yeah, I went to the store called The Exchange, which ain't far from my house, but I saw a copy of 1,000 Year Door for the GameCube on stock. Wait, what? Aren't GameCube's games kind of hard to come by or play these days?
They're pretty rare.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Hey, Davey, don't tug.
Although,
Come on.
Speaking of old gaming consoles, let me just find it. How rare are Sega Mega Boxes?
I cannot answer that because I never actually got to play those games. You're talking to someone who has who's coming from a background far different from the average American citizen. I mean, I'm Filipino-American.
That is true.
I'm raised in the Filipino diet and history growing up. It's not Witchlight.
Okay, this is sort of unrelated, but I did.
Yes.
This is sort of unrelated, but I actually got to try some exotic food earlier today.
Oh, good.
When you're talking about like Filipino diet, not like actual Filipino grub. I just stopped by IKEA earlier today.
No.
Got to have some Swedish meatballs.
I still can't believe that your IKEA in the side of the world actually sells food, and I'm still struggling to wrap my head around that because when I hear IKEA, I think of a furniture store.
Well, yeah, it is a furniture store, but again, it also has a restaurant within it, and it's surprisingly affordable food.
Yeah, like even in the UK we have them there, and the meatballs are delicious.
And get this, they were selling hot dogs for 75 cents.
Yeah, they do them cheap.
What? Huh? How come my IKEA in Hawaii doesn't do that? Anyways, I'm gonna go read this message before I forget.
Do you know there's actually?
Oh jeez, I'm sorry.
I'm not sure.
Oh jeez, I'm sorry, Savage.
Like if you think about it, I'll say this. Does it have a freezer section by the checkout?
Yes, it does actually.
Okay, so you can actually purchase the meatballs as well. Well, which I'm gonna say right now, every time, worth it.
See, being both Swedish and Sicilian, I do enjoy my meatballs.
Mm-hmm.
How come Hawaii's branch of IKEA doesn't do that? Anyways, I'm gonna go read this message before it disappears. It's not the Witchlight, but it does have strong canon ties to the Witchlight Carnival. Oh! I can't wait to play more of the Witchlight Carnival again. I really do. I mean, well, Wild Beyond Witchlight, that's the full general name of it. But anyways, let's see. I don't know what this carnival is going to be, but color me interested. And, I had a feeling that this is going to end very wildly when it comes to that. Although I will not be surprised if Tasha does make another appearance. Yeah?
I just thought of a terrible idea.
Okay.
A carnival tent mimic.
No!
Yes.
No!
Yes.
Don't give Savage ideas! I'm not in the campaign, but no!
Well, it's in Ravenloft, so it's going to be spooky, according to Savage. Do you live in Hawaii or Texas? Currently, I live in Texas. I lived in Hawaii since 2010 till 2022, and there has been some, and yes, the move here is kind of different, but I won't be lying if I say that I do enjoy the things that I got to do here in Texas, and there are things I do actually get to miss in Hawaii, which one of them is actually good ramen bars. Like ramen, like Japanese restaurants, if you will. Like, that thing is very, very it is hard to find in this place. But I'd give anything just for having a nice bowl of ramen again. I really do. Like, really good
Honestly,
ramen.
there used to be a ramen cafe where I live. And they closed down in 2020.
I'm not entirely sure if this exists in America or not, but do you have a restaurant called Wagamama's?
What?
A what?
Really? Wow. Here I thought that it would exist in America.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that again to the class?
Yeah, what name is that?
Wagamama.
That sounds vaguely inappropriate.
No, I will copy it down in the chat. Just to note, this is the precise thing of the restaurant. Like, this is the precise name of the restaurant.
It almost sounds close.
Yeah, again,
to,
that's not.
It almost sounds like Whataburger, which is
Oh my god. And here I thought there was at least one or two that would exist in America.
Nope, never heard of that.
Oof. Oh man. Okay, I just had I took a moment to pause so I could actually crick my neck, but I'm good now.
It's funny you mentioned the whole thing with mimics earlier. I was thinking about the possibility of mimics being like a known pest in Agency of Magic.
Yeah?
And there would actually be safety pamphlets to check to make sure your furniture isn't a mimic. For example, imagine a mimic that turns into a refrigerator.
Oh, that's evil. I like that.
That is kind of evil. And no, Boy Splatty, not Whataburger, Whataburger. It's spelled like,
What a burger.
Hey, listen. There you go.
That's it. It's just what a burger. What a burger.
Yep.
Wait, that's also a restaurant?
It is an actual restaurant here in Texas. Yeah.
Oh my god, it does.
Well, more like it's a
Now we don't have Whataburger here in Utah, but we do have Shake Shack.
I would like to go to one of them.
Yes, Bank Spectre, what did you say? Seriously though, a mimic that can turn into a carnival tent will be a massive mimic. Pretty much. Let's see. I sprung a mimic that's larger as a boulder in the middle of the road for the Tuesday group. Oh yeah, that did actually happen! And boy, it was a surprise that, took me and the rest of the party by surprise. Okay, for context, and story time, buckle up. So,
Story time.
So the party actually decided to take on a mission, which is like to take care of the harpy that's been causing a lot of commotion to the town as of late. We managed to locate the harpy, but we actually got to negotiate with it, and we actually learned that this harpy actually came from the coast, which is about a several-day trip on by cart. And so we actually decided to go and try to bring this harpy back home. Though Steve's character is properly paranoid when it comes to this harpy because it's a man-eating creature. So of course, so it's kind of understandable why he's very sus about it. And he was able to get some ammo that'll help tame the harpy, just in case if it actually decides, just in case if things actually go tits up. So, on our way to the coast to bring this harpy back to their home, we noticed this one particular thing that's sticking out like a sore thumb. A boulder. A big one. And so we decided to actually go and out there and investigate this said boulder. Well, I think it was more like Steve and another character who's trying to go out and outside of the comfort of the cart to investigate. And once they got very close, they noticed something is completely off, to a point that it starts sprouting teeth and tried to gnaw and gnash at Ian and Lena, the other party member. And that's where we had to roll for
Seems like a pretty bolder choice.
Boo!
Oh, come on, you know that pun really rocks.
Mickey, can you throw him to the abyss, please?
I
Or
can't.
if I give the gremlin chocolate to do it?
I'm busy.
Listen, you
Gremlin.
have to understand something, Afton. I'm the jester of the inn.
Let's see.
Is
I may
there
not be
any-
paid entertainment, but I'm definitely entertainment.
Let's see. Well, I better
Okay, what's
go
the
now.
actual
See you
entertainment?
later. All right, Soul Burner, you take care.
But, oh my goodness, I just thought of a really terrible Fae prank. I call it the Mimic Makeover.
Okay.
Basically, you switch out every bit of furniture in one person's house, and replace them with exact copies, but all the copies are mimics.
That's House Gremlin's trick.
Oh, come on, she stole that from me.
I mean,
No, if anything, you're stealing it from her if she thought of it first.
I think
I
if
thought I was the only one who thought of this.
I think if anything, that's like a common Fae prank, if you will. I mean, the House Gremlin, in her own words, thought it would be funny.
I mean, I would only do that if someone really messed with me, but I feel like I feel terrible for both the Mimic and them.
So using it on me when the worst I committed is basic word crimes. Don't you
Hey,
think
I'm
that's a
not-
little disproportionate?
No, I wouldn't use that on you. What I would do is just hire a kobold to stare at you constantly.
You mean kind of like how Patrick Star does when it comes to his focusing vision?
Yes.
Yes, boy Splatty? Let me see. This might be a joke you don't get, but if you have a giant boulder problem, you should probably call Chris Redfield, because his famous to punch the giant boulder to the volcano.
Ah, yeah. The infinite.
I feel like I'm missing something.
You've never played Resident Evil?
Oh,
No! Of course not!
Afton, I'm sorry, but Chad has spoken.
I'm already in the jar.
Yeah, but you're gonna get poofed.
Wait, what?
He's poofed now. He's gone to the Shadow Realm.
You Shadow Realm, oh my goodness!
Well, Chad said so, not me. Okay, let me see.
Is that like a new redeem?
But I'm gonna bring it back
I
though.
am in between dimensions.
There he goes. Now he's back in the jar, right on his head. Let's see.
There's a lot of black fire there.
Anyways, a mimic is best when it's completely mundane, but also something the players have to interact with. Pretty much. But you know, speaking of mimics, has anyone here actually watched Delicious in Dungeon?
Yeah!
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Pray tell,
Yes!
how far
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Yes.
how far long have you both gone through?
Completed the whole season.
I haven't seen all the updated episodes yet, but I'll just put in the chat where I am.
Yeah, it would help us.
Oh crap, I'm forgetting.
Hey,
What's the name of the girl that they had to save again? I'm forgetting her name.
Falin.
Fallon.
Wait, did you say Falin?
I think it's I think it's so also supposed to be pronounced as Feline.
I've always just heard Fallon.
Yeah, I've heard it in the dub at least. Yes, I watched dub. Don't judge me.
You know what?
Hey,
That's
no
fine.
one's
That's
judging you
fine.
here.
That's okay. That's fine. And yes, Bank Spectre.
Oh.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that helps us.
Wormst? Ah, that! Okay, so I can actually be safe enough to ask this. I'm actually surprised that, they actually went for the route of hermit crabs when it comes to designing mimics for that, when it comes to that series.
I mean,
I'm not against the idea. I think
I like it.
I've seen hermit crabs being done for mimics before.
It does make some sense as well. And
I mean, the idea of hermit crabs, well, they hide in a bunch of different shells that are discarded, so it makes sense that giant hermit crabs would use treasure chests.
Pretty much. But it also
Although-
makes it a very fun episode, too.
oh yeah, Chilchuck being paranoid
Oh,
as hell.
Chilchuck was fantastic.
Hey, listen. Yes, Alex? Okay. You shouldn't have said that type of fire. Look,
Don't worry.
Anyways, I have a question for you, Nui. Strahd as a boss is often either way too hard or way too easy, depending on the party campaign. How difficult was he for Celine and the group? Okay. I'm gonna be completely honest, and cards will be on the table. When we're about to be facing up against Strahd, because it's somehow segued to that of Curse of Strahd on light, and that's okay. I'm fine with this. I'm gonna be completely honest. He still terrifies me in a sense that when I heard that Strahd is the type of character for DMs have to play, that you have to think as a mindset of a player. And seeing it in action, I can't understand why. And while we were actually level 8, when we're supposed to be a few levels higher than that to defeat Strahd, I still can't help but shake away that sense of dread when we did get to finally face Strahd. I am actually surprised that we were able to defeat him, but that doesn't make that sense of dread and to actually go away, because this is the type of monster that is well known in the lore of Dungeons and Dragons in general. So
Yeah, Strahd's some kind of vampire, right?
Yes,
He
he
is.
is. He's a very
I actually I designed something related to vampires a little while back, and I wanted to get your feedback on it.
I will as soon as I'm done, Jay. Okay.
Yeah, finish your thought. I'm sorry.
But so yeah, though we were able to handle that fight with the help of an archmage NPC that we recruited along the lines, I still could not get that gnawing feeling of finally getting to encounter Strahd, because who wouldn't? I mean, if anything, I just say you did well when it comes to playing him out, but it does make me I can't help but actually wonder, you know, what would it have been like if we were just a little bit stronger, but it's just us. No NPCs to actually help us out in that fight. Like the kid gloves, the gloves kind of went out, if you will, because Strahd is also an NPC you don't want to basically hold back when it comes to the party. I don't know. But I do know that, when it comes to Strahd, Curse of Strahd in general, or whatever flies under the sun, it's also known to be it's also known to be the one that's part of so many people's horror stories. Yes, Lord Bluff. Let's see. Considered one of the ultimate vampires like Dracula in Castlevania, or the old myths created what Vlad the Impaler did in actual life? Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, if we were able to take on Strahd, I don't want to imagine what would it be like. I can only imagine what would the situation be like if we're stronger and the gloves are off, you know? Because Steve was part of was part of a Curse of Strahd campaign run by our other DM friends. But, he had to bow out when it comes to that because he was starting to become, because it started to become a little bit too much on him. And I know that there's some people out there, Curse of Strahd, and maybe to an extension Ravenloft or Strahd in general, to some people it's also their brand of TTRPG horror stories. I don't know. But I actually am grateful that we got to play this game and we were able to defeat Strahd, even though it comes with some bit of help. Fun fact, there's some groups that runs a similar version of Curse of Strahd or Castle Ravenloft module that is just the castle and the showdown with Strahd. Oh! So, like a standalone or something? Maybe you should
More
play
like a Curse of Strahd light.
Yeah.
Like a
that would be
Diet's Curse of
effective.
Strahd.
Alright, let me go see this vampire character you designed, Jay. Oh!
He looks cartoonishly evil.
That's my take on Dracula himself.
You know what? That's
Like-
fair.
Whenever I think of Dracula, I think of the one from Castlevania.
I mean, it took some inspiration from it, but I wanted to do my own take.
I know. Like,
Big
just-
bat-like ears, for example.
You know what? That's fair. But thinking about it now, when it comes to the setting, when it comes to the setting that is, when it comes to Dracula itself, it's set to the late, 19th century, if you will. I say that the way how I designed Celine's wedding dress is pretty appropriate. Ish? I don't know. I'm just shooting the stuff out of the wall. Ironically, Castlevania ripped off of Ravenloft's art. Wait, say what? Can you
What?
what?
Hold on, I'm pretty sure that was not the intention of the original game.
I hope not too. Ugh. Okay. Alright, I just took a swig of water. Let's see. V Rising is a fun game if you like the top-down perspective with a base building and other crafting. Ah! I'll put a pin on it, if you will. Let's see. Celine has a little bit on the thin side, but should I nerf the titty?
No.
On. Compared to the reference I'm seeing here, she does look smaller in her reference than she does in the wedding dress.
Hold on a second.
You might have to.
Or maybe I could just make her waist a little bit on the bigger side. Just a smidge. Just only a smidge. And, let me open that, very soon. Savage, I'll be right with you. Ah! Ah! Right in the face! Eh! Okay, so... But I did so much research when it comes to doing, I will say this, doing research for June Brights is kind of fun, if not also a little bit of a frustrating endeavor. Because not only do I have to research the type of wedding dresses, I also have to figure out which wedding dresses would also fit well when it comes to my character, if you will. And especially to the case of Celine, that we're seeing right now, because I know Celine is a goth bride, if you will. That's kind of she really embodies the perky goth, whereas Melante embodies the goth mom, if you will. So
Wait, really?
what?
Like goth mom?
Yeah, she's a goth mom. Have you guys forgotten that she's a literal mom? Which, now that I actually think about it, I also need to find time to draw, Mina, her daughter.
In our defense, you have a handful of characters that are mothers.
Yeah, it's hard to...
Keep track?
It's hard to keep track sometimes.
Okay.
Thank you. That's the best way to say it.
Okay, so maybe just to actually help clarify. Listen. Yes, boys, bloody. And each person you fight and kill makes you learn their skills and crafts materials, weapons, armors, and among learning powerful spells and different kinds. Ah, okay. Oh wait, what did you say, Savage? Oh, and there's also the dread in the finale of season 1 that it's possible that killing Strahd was a bad thing.
Yeah.
Killing Strahd is a bad thing.
Yeah, it depends really on, well, the person, because here's the thing. Strahd treats his domain literally like his playhouse.
But Strahd's a dick, though.
He is a
Yeah,
guy,
but
but he might have been keeping other bad things at bay. These things can coexist.
Oh, no. That's not, like, much like normal vampires in D&D, they just turn into ash and regenerate in their place. And the thing about it, the entirety of Barovia is his place.
And for context, Barovia is like the known location when it comes to, Curse of Strahd, if you will. And to extension, Ravenloft. But remember when Tetsu was dying and the sky began to crack apart invisibly? Oh, right. But I still can't believe that Rat chose that, path when it comes to his character Tetsu. I mean, why?
Although, you said that your characters are going through the domains of dread, right?
Pretty much. I mean, now that we're done with Barovia, it's time for us to actually expand our road to to just about any place that Ravenloft covers. And it's kind of why I kind of nicknamed this campaign the Ravenloft Trail. That's based on the Oregon Trail.
Then does that mean you encountered the Order, then?
The what?
The Order of Rare Ravens. Oh, did I spoil then?
I'm trying.
Please don't.
Not really. I'm trying to jog my memory.
Savage, have they encountered them before?
Let's see. The Brotherhood of Feathers, according to Savage.
That's the one. That's the one I'm referring to.
Oh yeah, the one that did we also met? Are they the one that we met back into that that winery, if you will? I plan to try one of the Pokemon fan games. Any recommendations? I honestly don't know. I think Pokemon Fusion.
Yeah, that's kind of outside our wheelhouse.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
no.
I mean, outside of Pokemon.
I'm pretty sure I'm the only one here who's played a Pokemon. A Pokemon fan game.
Not me. I've mostly played the mainstream games, the side games, and Mystery Dungeon.
I think is the best close thing that I can think of, and I saw this because, and I know this because of Azura. Pokemon Fusion is probably your best option.
There's also Pokerogue as well.
I play Pokemon Uranium. Yes, that's a thing.
Oh yeah, that fan game which Nintendo keeps trying to shut people up about.
But
Anyways, I gotta dip. I gotta stream to get ready for, and I also need to use the toilet.
all right, take care.
See you later, mate.
Bye bye.
Bye.
See ya. But at some point, I really want to try and get like art of what is it? Yeah, art of our characters with their signature Pokemon.
I mean, that's actually not so bad. One for the road? You know what? Fine. But I just wish it's not landed too. I can feel it in my chest. Anyways, let me actually, let me actually look back into chat before I forget. The winery. Tetsu wanted to become one of the. Ah, right. What is it with our party mate with chasing after things that is questionable choices?
Sometimes some D&D players like to make interesting choices. Like, oh my goodness. I was very tempted to, what's the word? Oh yes! Hunt a Yeti and their child.
But yes, the Ravenloft Trail makes that makes a lot of sense, especially since the common vehicle to travel is okay.
You're getting hydrated now.
I'm okay. And Casey, hi!
Nope.
It's good to see you
Hey, Casey.
again.
Yeah, I thought I'd swing by for a bit.
How have you been?
I've been doing good. I've just been mainly dealing with some, well, it's half real-life stuff and then half, a summer class I've been taking. It thankfully hasn't been too taxing. It's just more about meeting a deadline for weekly assignments.
Summer classes? But,
Just one. I'm only taking one.
okay,
And I think I'm pretty much almost to the end of it, so...
oh.
It hasn't been that big of a deal.
Okay, that's actually good to hear because if I
Yeah.
actually hear that my boy is taking summer classes, I'm gonna ask, is everything okay over there?
It is. The alternative was having almost no free time
Okay.
last semester.
Okay, fair.
Makes sense.
That's okay. Okay, fair enough.
No worries.
Look, as someone who actually has to take summer school long ago in the past during her high school years, it's not fun. But it had to be done so I could actually get a new so I could actually go to a new grade.
Hi, Steve.
Why, hello there.
Hey!
Hey,
Hi! Are
You sound
okay?
tired.
You sound very tired, mate. You go.
it is. I am tired, and I fear once I'm home I might need some medical attention.
What
happened?
What happened?
Back issues again. I took an leave, so it's not. I took an leave. I was keeping just in case, so it's not nearly as bad as it could be. I'm wearing my brace just as soon as things started getting bad, but I'm, this body's gonna need some TLC once I get home.
Honey!
I hope you'll be okay at least. I hope it doesn't, get worse or anything like that.
You are laying on your
Sounds,
back.
tough. Go ahead.
Sorry, you go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
I can wait.
No, I was done. I
No,
was done.
honey, you go first, hon.
You are laying on your back when you get home, and then you rest for a while, and then you're gonna go and eat well. Speaking of which, I need to figure out what to make for dinner.
Yes, ma'am.
Good boy. Also, I actually did it.
Aw.
I spent this morning. It's a slow start, but I actually spent this morning to take care of the long ass cattails in our front yard.
Strange.
What about the rest
Like,
of the
get
lawn,
points.
What?
What about the rest of the lawn?
Not so much, because when I was finally done taking care of the rest of the cattails, it was starting to become way too hot, and I had to pick my battles, so I had to stop.
Ooh.
Yeesh.
I don't
It's been
know.
hot over there too, huh? Because it's also been really hot over here. Like
It-
90-degree weather. Well, almost 90-degree weather, but yeah. It
It's
was
been
90 degrees a
70.
few days ago.
Way to fucking dash all our spirits there, Afton, having to deal with your 70-degree ass.
I mean, fair
How hot has
point.
it been over in Texas?
I mean, yeah, for you guys it must be a hell of a lot worse.
It's
And
90s right
I gotta
now.
be honest, for you, if you guys
90
were
what
over here
now?
in the summer, you'd just be fine.
It's in the
90 what now?
It's in the 90s right now.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
I think I'm just
Also-
marginally better because it's still so hot that I could feel it. I can feel the heat as soon as I wake up. That's how I know that summer is kicked into full gear for the season.
Yep.
Let's see.
I want a blizzard here so badly, but I know
Why
everyone.
do I
in
have
the
no
UK
channel
would
points left? I
know.
thought I. Oh, it was just a visual bug. Okay.
Let me
Yeah.
actually look at chat real fast before I continue. Yes, Wild. So is Mickey gonna be the sexy nurse for her?
Oh, I should have seen this coming from a mile away.
Of course you
I
will.
Yeah, we
mean-
expected this.
I won't say no to that.
I mean, I'm basically gone caregiver mode when it comes to you, haven't I?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mean to make it come off way too strong. Okay, let me go read the rest
Hey,
of
it's
chat.
fine. I'm pig-headed stubborn.
And I'm also pig-headed stubborn too. Oh, the kids are gonna be screwed.
Very
ADHD
stubborn.
and stubbornest mules.
Yep.
I guess as another bit of catch up, I've also been practicing driving some more, and I think I'm getting more confident about it.
Good.
Nice.
That's really good.
Yeah.
It's good to have.
It definitely takes time, but like, it will feel second nature eventually. Take it from me, and well, I heard that from another friend, but definitely
Oh.
take it from me as well.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, I can say that, even though I haven't driven in like 2 years.
Alright, Marine, you take care.
But-
Have a good haircut.
Yeah, I'm gonna get myself going as well too.
Alright.
Funny, that's actually what I'm going to be doing in an hour, and I'll have to probably tap out at like 1:30 so I can get ready. But then again, I'm just getting a trim. It's
But
nothing too big.
That's fine.
I'm gonna get myself going now. But before I go, care package away,
Thank you.
Oh.
and make sure Steve gets it too.
I will.
Good, good, good.
Phrasing.
I'll see you later then.
Wait a minute!
See you later then. Bye.
Wait, no,
But-
hold on, Afton! Wait! No, Afton, you can't leave like that! Get back! Gah! Why do I keep getting myself to these situations?
What are
We
you
both
doing
have a
exactly?
very bad case of foot and mouth syndromes, don't we?
Or
I was
is that-
multitasking. What did he do?
I
Uh.
kind of got myself into foot. I got myself in another case of foot and mouthitis. Anyways, let me go ahead and see what needs to be read before I forget. I'm looking back in chat. Savage says one neat thing about Selene was it allowed me to explore the Church of Ezra, the Twilight Goddess, which is the big part of the lore. Oh yes, it is. See, Selene is a Twilight cleric, which are basically those who actually it's a domain of the cleric, which explores the theming of the night, if you will, and I didn't really had a proper solid notes when it comes to Selene. I mean, she was made for a one-shot Alabaster once held in the past that I never really got to fully experience the joyful her perky side of her character, because there was already somebody else who actually took in the reins as the perky character, and that kind of made things a little bit a bit redundant, if you will. I didn't really have a proper moment to make her shine, except for basically giving one of the party members the ability to see for an upcoming dragon that's in the horizon, which that one shot never got to have a continuation. And anyways, I did talk to Savage about bringing the prospect of Celine when the talk of Ravenloft is going on to the server. And it took some level of finagling on how we're going to make Celine work. It wasn't until that Savage brought up something brought up the Church of Ezra, which is the goddess of Twilight, that is related to Ravenloft lore. And after reading about this, I'm okay with this. Because Ezra is the only deity in Ravenloft that is actually present, while all clerics still get their spells, their deities are cut off from the contact and influence. Pretty much. That's the thing when that's the one thing when it comes to the setting that is Ravenloft and Curse of Strahd in general, if you will. That when you play as a cleric in that game, aka the character which is iconic for being the priest slash the priest type of character, if you will, for those who are none of the D&D initiates, your connection to your deity is a little bit skewered in a sense. That you can still do you can still have their magic, but if you want to actually contact your deity, that is kind of cut. Because the setting of Barovia and Ravenloft has this little thing that is called the Mists, if you will. Those who actually go, because the land is shrouded with mist, and those who actually get caught into it will either be lost to it, or they would actually lose track of time when they get into it. Characters would actually pop in or out of the mist, and it's also the best way to actually excuse yourself why you didn't show up when it comes to last week's session in Bunch. But anyways, when you enter into the mist, you actually ended up getting into the land of Barovia itself, and the way to get back is going to be extremely tricky, unless you have no choice but to actually defeat Strahd. And those again who are not in the D&D initiate, Strahd is the iconic antagonist when it comes to D&D, who is basically the most powerful vampire that is known in the game franchise, aka the Dracula in a sense.
I was about to make a Castlevania joke right as you said that.
I mean,
you're not wrong.
You're not entirely wrong. In fact, when discussing about this game, we actually had a bit of a session 0 in discussing how are we going to make this game work for the rest of the party. And this is a very important lesson when it comes to communications in D&D. When you're about to start a new campaign, always make time for session 0, where you get to actually bring your characters into the table. You get to discuss what characters you're bringing into the table, how are they going to cooperate with the rest of the party, and what is their brief goal. You don't have to release their entire backstory, just the goal. And the DM also would also want to engage the party on what things that they're actually comfortable with, especially when it comes to the context, when it comes to heavy hitting games, if you will. Especially when they have to talk about especially when they have to go through the genre of horror, which Ravenloft and Curse of Strahd are gothic horror. So there are some things.
Fun fact, I'm not good with horror.
No, you're not.
Wait, Steve is not good with horror?
Nope.
That's surprising. I thought he wouldn't. I thought he would be, but that's okay. I don't blame
Here's
him
the
because
thing.
I don't like it either.
Here's the thing, Casey. I am good with survival horror because
Like
in
Left 4 Dead,
survival
right?
horror, yes, because there is a way you can fight back. You may
Yeah,
not win,
exactly.
but you have a chance.
That's probably why I like House of the
Horror-
Dead so much. Go ahead.
Yeah. Traditional horror, you can't feasibly win going head on.
Yeah.
You need to be intelligent. You need to be tricky, and those are things I am not.
Right. Because like I didn't know you were talking about games, because I was thinking about it in general. Like I guess I mainly had horror movies in mind, but yeah, like I definitely agree with what you're saying because I definitely like it better when you're able to fight back against what comes after you.
Yeah. And you're not wrong about the horror movie thing either.
Yeah.
And yeah, what Savage says in the chat, Ravenloft has a lot of dark stuff, so you need to know what you like and what you can handle. And it is very important, and everyone gets to discuss how much they can handle horror and what they cannot, which is a big fat nope when it comes to horror. So
If I may, I kind of want to pitch
Give,
what I can handle and not handle as an example. Like
Okay.
just in general, when I guess part of the reason I don't really like horror all that much is that there's usually gore in these movies, and it's made to look icky. That is something I cannot handle, especially if it's like freaking Saw or Mortal Kombat. But like if it's like over the top and like meant to be hilarious, like in Deadpool, that's something I'm okay with. If that makes sense.
fair.
Funny enough, I'm actually okay with gore. It's more existential concepts I have trouble with.
Huh.
I don't like thinking, because if I start thinking, I start freaking out.
You said you did a hey listen redeem Jaxo. Okay, let me look up on the message that I missed out. Is this the one you talk about? I know how you feel, Miki. I was baking like a toasted cheesers in the oven when I was de-weeding the gardens. Oh.
Oh no.
Yeah. I hope you had sunscreen when that happened. Anyways.
Full hydration.
This
Yes.
is why I like bucket hats a lot now.
Let's see. Let me look at what Savage says. The myths are from the Dark Powers, the true masters of the Ravenloft, who will keep the Dark Lords trapped in their domains. Ah. And but yes, and we also did our best to talk about what we're okay and what we're not okay when it comes to Ravenloft. And we actually decided to go for a little bit of the Castlevania-esque route on how we actually handle the horror, if you will. And as for my case, I'm also okay. I pretty much am okay with horror. In fact, I'm very tolerant when it comes to it. And I mean,
Yeah.
survival horror it's not just survival horror that also gets my jollies, but psychological and cosmic horror that's also that's also among them too. In fact, a character that I have in my inventory who's an antagonist to my main characters, dabbles into something that of psychological and cosmic horror, if you will.
Yeah.
It's just a shame that she's not going to be. I think if anything, I'm just upset that that kind of character that I have, or my main character in general, such elements will never fully see the light of day, if you will.
They won't be given justice.
It will not be given solid justice.
Yeah, but on that side note, I do need to get back to work.
All right, you take care, honey. Okay.
Yeah.
I shall
I hope
do my
you'll
best.
be okay. I hope you'll be okay, man.
No promises are made. But I shall do my best.
All right, sweetie.
All right then.
Love you.
Love you too.
Mm. Okay. I think this dress is almost done. Almost. Oh. Ah. Oh no. 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 Clip. Please clip. Okay. Okay. Alright. For a minute there, I thought I would actually, shit the bed if Clip actually decides to bork again, just like last time. Anyways.
And that's why you save often.
I
Just
did.
a friendly reminder.
I did.
Good.
And now, if you excuse me, I'm going into a tunnel.
I just realized I'm going to be alone with the gremlin. What have I done? Help! Hello, gremlin.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. Goodbye!
Hello, gremlin.
Bye!
Hi, it's been a while.
Bye! It is so good to see you again, bye!
I wonder if it's because of the times I've gone easy on the gremlin. Oh. Okay then.
This is fine.
I wonder what the others would think if they were here.
Huskman is actually okay with this.
Ah.
Yes. And boy, but the boy, how is everyone doing? How is everything? Is also doing okay?
Pretty much. Just been juggling some real life things and a summer class.
I thought, what is summer classy?
I don't know how to answer that because that makes me wonder if how educated the gremlin is, question mark.
Huskman has this wait, hold on. Huskman has all this box of Turkish Delight.
I'll take that as a not very much. But maybe the innkeeper could probably tell you more about that. It's just an optional school kind of thing to do.
There are still mimics in all inside head. So you actually found Huskman's mini friends. I was wondering
Shit,
where
there was
happened to
something
other
I was thinking
friends.
about. This just occurred to me. House Gremlin, have you ever eaten a Tim Tam? I have this last one from the one time I bought some in the Vons.
And then I put you over there so I can actually.
That seems par for the course.
Mate, this actually is the best thing I ever eaten, mate.
Oh my god.
Oi, what happened to me and my voice? Why do I actually sound like this?
Okay, I guess where the chocolates are from can have an effect. That's good to know.
What? You fucking what, mate?
Maybe that's probably the aftertaste having its effect, because the funny thing that I've been meaning to talk about is that, for me, the Tim Tams are good when I first try them, but then the aftertaste is a bit weird. Maybe I just need to try a different flavor.
Well, the difference is that one of them is actually pretty good. The other one is just flavorless biscuits covered in shit.
You okay? Huh. Gremlin is still punish you full well. I think I'm out of the loop on whatever that might be. Unfortunately.
Nah, Huskman doesn't want them punished, boy. And no.
The Tim Tam not really. It's something that Tim Tam not agree with you.
No. Huskman is making. Oh, it's so hot.
I guess that's probably the summer having its effects on the gremlin. Do you need water?
Huskman's gonna go back to fridge.
Huh. At least you can fit in that.
Yes, yes, yes. I put Skittles in the soup.
That doesn't sound like an entirely bad idea if it makes them scented like it, but then again, that's as long as they change the ingredient that they, something happened to them for one of the ingredients they were using, but I forgot what it was, but I think they were going to change that. Who knows? Let me catch up. Oh,
Hey guys, what did I miss?
I fed the gremlin a Tim Tam, and, it made her speak with an Australian voice and a different cadence, I think.
What? Huh. That's another one to actually add into the list.
It was an original flavor Tim Tam.
I mean, Tim Tams are made from Australia, and knowing the house gremlin, any chocolate you gave her affects her differently.
But I'm just wondering, because I think this is the first time I've seen her accent change entirely because of it. Like, I'm guessing we haven't really fed her anything specifically from a different country before.
Well, Afton once upon a time fed her with Swedish chocolate, and it kind of made her have a very European thick accent.
I was about to ask if she sounded like Vinesauce Joel. It'd be funny if she did. Because Joel kind of talks like this, and he has this really infectious laugh. I'm not sure how good this impression sounds of him, but, whatever, I tried to impersonate him a bit. But, anyways, I was gonna say that now this makes me wonder that if we fed her, like, I don't know, Wensleydale cheese, if she would sound straight up British.
I think we should not feed that around Afton. Maybe
It'd be funny.
It would be kind of funny, but I had a feeling we should not feed that in front of Afton.
Touche.
Okay, let's see. Let me go take a good look at chat real fast. Yeah, everyone really is, really from Gremlin's shenanigans. And, oh, Savage said
Oh yeah,
something.
someone said something about how she's supposed to be punished right now. Care to explain that?
Punished?
Let me see.
Right! She kind of brought in mimics the other day, and they're the one
Oh.
thing Steve absolutely hates the most, because not only does he have to work hard to find them, but he also has to get them out of the inn. And Gremlin got them from the boatload. Because
Damn.
she thought it would be funny, according to her.
That just reminds me of the time, like, that some forest fire accidentally happened because of her, and she actually could not be summoned because she was busy cleaning it up.
Well, more like when she accidentally made a cider ooze, and
Cider ooze.
Yep, it's still out there. It literally is still out there. Believe me, I went out there and I checked. I heard growling. I found it, and I said, "Nope, I am not taking care of that today."
A cider ooze would be even worse during ant season.
I mean, it's summer. I'm sure that the insects will actually take care of it. If not, that it will take care of
Touche.
them. I don't know. It looks meaner last time I saw it.
Ah, I see.
But at least she's not doing other shenanigans like creating a lamp that takes her to Two Fort.
A lamp that takes her to Two Fort? Did I hear that right?
Yep. Like, once upon a time, she found a funny gold bar, which allows her to do her crafting. Said funny gold bar is in Australia. I don't know how she got it, but she got it!
If anyone's familiar with the comics, it's kind of a wonder how she even got that in the first place.
Pretty much. Okay, let me go save this real fast.
I should probably get going now. I gotta get ready to go get my trim.
Alright, you take care, and thank you again for coming.
Yeah, no problem.
Alright,
I've got also a big day ahead of me tomorrow, like a sporting event with some family.
you take care, okay?
Yeah, thanks. I'll see you later.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye. And now it's down to little old me. Let me actually read chat before I actually forget. From Savage. For me, horror is defined by realization. Learn something horrible, such as realizing the loved one is secretly an imposter, that call is coming from the inside of the house, that someone's been living the walls of your house, watching you. Yeah, those are very valid reasons when it comes to horror, but but that one example about learning a loved one is secretly an imposter, it's been 2 years and I guess I'm still, I'm not in a bad state how I was then, but I just wish it ended. I just wish it was different. I guess, I think I might be now a little bit strong enough to... You're looking forward to your money pooping... your money pooping baby tomorrow, Mickey? Pretty much. That is if it could actually hatch, you know? You'll never know. But, yeah, I think I should actually be a little bit more clear about that. I know I come off as a little bit, apprehensive in terms of tone when it comes to mentioning that. But I guess it should be a little bit... I think some context does actually deserve to be said. So about, a couple of years ago... No. A few years ago, I was friends with someone who I would call as Alabaster, and I was friends for him for about 6 years. Where one time when he was gotten himself really into D&D, he actually made a homebrew game, if you will, and nothing too bad about it. Nothing bad too about it. It's his first time making such a game. Well, one day he actually asked me if I want to be part of it as a guest character, and I said yes. And I was really looking forward to the day when I finally got to be the guest character showing up, but little did I actually learn that this guest role is not going to be happening until a few towns over, where my character is going to meet up with the said party. And anyways, so Alabaster has created a rival team that is for the player characters, if you will. And they also compose some classes that mirrors the same classes that the party chose, but the subclasses are different. So there is this one trickery cleric among the rival team that I actually came to really do like, to the point that he became my favorite character after I finally got to hear how he plays out. Well, this was taking place in a ball arc, if you will, and everyone gets to be fancy. Everyone gets to meet with the rival team's meet up with the rival team and their loved ones too, because a good 4 out of 5 party has been shipped out to the rest of the team, save for one, which is the trickery cleric. So he basically became my favorite character, despite that he was known to be a very controversial character. He's meant to be the gadfly, the bully, if you sense, but the moment that he showcased that sense of vulnerability, perceived vulnerability, that he really is alone by himself, I couldn't just hate him on the spot, even though I was told by the party and Alabaster that he was meant to be hated, that I just can't. I actually learned that Alabaster has plans for him when I was reading over his campaign notes, especially since I kind of need to know the notes for how am I going to sort out when it comes to my character that I picked. And, well, it turns out that he's not really, it turns out he's going to one day betray the team, but I also learned that he's not really his own character. He's just a disguise of the big bad evil guy, if you will. You know, and that just kind of changes things. In fact, it actually changed so much on how I actually, you know, like the said trickery cleric. If Alabaster's job is to actually create some very powerful, strong emotions, it worked. It worked too well. Alabaster and I are not friends anymore. Alabaster and I are not friends anymore. We stopped being in contact since 2022 when I tried to finally be more clear to my feelings on the matter, and he sends the message in the most shittiest way possible by thus distancing myself away from the said thing. He's just a shit. Granted, I played a part of it. I played a part of it because it's my fault. But I just wish he actually, you know, take a little bit more accountability. Sorry, that went a little bit much more longer than I thought. I guess when it comes to the details about traitor reveals is pretty much I guess when it comes to traitor reveals, they're pretty much a strong subject to me. I think they affected me much more than I should. I'll be fine. I'm fine. It doesn't affect me that it was before. If anything, I'm in a much happier place now than I was then. So, thoughts, questions, death threats? I'm willing to actually answer as much as I possibly could. You're looking for, okay, also Grandma's mentioned something about Skittles in the soup. Rest in peace, cream and mushroom soup. Did the gremlin let out the mimics again? No. I think if anything, they're just leftover mimics no one has actually caught yet. I told you, they're crafty little guys. I guess she wants people to taste the rib. Look, if her job is to try to make rainbow soup, I don't think that's how it actually is supposed to be. Jesus Christ, why is there 6 notifications in Discord? Oh, I think I'll just take a good look at this a little bit later. That's kind of a lot. I thought she said soap. I thought it was soap, she said. No, I'm kind of certain that it is soup. Let's see. The Church of Ezra has 4 main branches: Borca, Dementlia, Mordant, and Darkon. Each with their own style and vibes. Borca and Dementlia have strong romantic Catholic vibes. Mordant is more angelic and small village, and Darkon is more southern doomsday cult vibes. Can you actually send this to me in my direction too, Savage? I actually would like to keep a note of that, just so I can also look this up for research purposes. Okay, let's take a good look and see how it is without the I'll eat the soup. No use in throwing it away. Okay, I'm grateful for that, Juxo. It's, bear in mind, it's going to be a little bit on the sweeter side. Okay, so... I guess Celine is pretty much okay with it. Why is her line art a little bit on the, I think we'll just have to, expose that shoulder of hers. Oh, wait a minute. Inner body, so... We're gonna go ahead and fix that. So, let's see, it's only 3:45, but I think we're actually doing pretty good when it comes to how she actually is here. I think when it comes to the rest of the detailing, we're going to have to save that onto another layer. So, we're gonna go ahead and, cleaning this up right now. Okay, I guess that'll do, and, there we go. Actually, Chad, how about we actually take this moment to have a 10-minute break? I could use that so I could actually stand up, stretch my legs, and actually give myself a moment before we continue. Does that actually sound good? So, we'll have ourselves a 10-minute break, and we'll come back, and then we'll actually get back to drawing, to coloring more when it comes to Celine. Alright? Let's go. I'll see you guys in 10 minutes. Okay, guys, I'm back. Thank you for waiting. I hope I didn't keep you guys waiting for too long, but it took me a while so I can actually stand up, find myself something to drink. I managed to find myself the coffee that Steve made for me this morning. I haven't fully finished it. Most likely it needs to be either warmed up or I'll just turn it to iced coffee. Why didn't I not do that when I was in my intermission break? I did another oopsie. Anyways, hold on a second. Let me just stretch my back a little bit. Okay. Given that it's just going to be me for a bit, just make sure you don't spill it all over your PC. I won't. In fact, maybe I'll just put this coffee a little bit, away from my shelf? Furthest away? Yeah, furthest away. There we go. I try my best not to bring any liquids or of any form right next to me, unless they're like in a bottle or something. Then that would actually that's the one exception. I could easily control that. Okay, so anyways, so we actually got to see Celine now in her wedding dress with the inks finally finished, and I guess we're just going to have to floor it when it comes to Celine. Can't be helped, but she's the one sketch that I actually got to finish in time. Actually, let me take a good gander on the references that I actually got. Okay, not this type of reference. Sheesh. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Drawn clothes. Because I know that I keep them in there. But what do you think on how I actually designed Celine's wedding dress on this one so far? Given that it's based on based on 18th century late 18th century evening gowns, I figure that it's best suited for her because despite that she is a woman who is a follower of the Church of Ezra, she actually has a knack when it comes to fashion design, if you will. And she actually wants to have her own brand of fashion, and that also includes clothes that Borka has never actually got to see before. And this wedding dress that I actually designed here for her, she made that all by herself. I envision that this is one of the things that she took pride in, that she made this by herself. It's something that has never actually got to be seen before in the land that she came from. But I had a feeling that this kind of dress eventually will be popularized for time to come, depending how well she actually does. But yes, she basically designs her own clothes, and she actually made her own spin on it. Some of them will be gothic fashion, some of them will be goth Lolita fashion. But yeah, I mean, for fuck's sake, when Celine started off when it comes to the Ravenloft campaign that is mentioned here on today's stream, she started off as this in level 1. Like, she actually has her basic cleric attires from her church, and she actually is she doesn't really have much in terms of goth appearance, if you will. Like, there is absolutely no makeup in that face at all. Eventually, she slowly learns that she actually likes the goth aesthetic that she slowly begin, to the point that she's basically this. That she got this dress when we return back into the town where Ismark is at, and this is a time when we return from seeing Strahd, if you will, and Celine's first outfit was really starting to show its own wear and tear. That she actually asked for Ismark for if there's any dress that he could actually spare that she could actually have, which Ismark actually points to the direction to this dress that Celine basically modified to match to her own aesthetics. Like, well, the the open bit is basically her design, but everything else she tries to make sure it works for her, which it did. And she basically became that of a goth nun. But it works. And the moment she finally got to showcase her new attire, does she actually got to have the interest of Ismark, if you will. Because, I mean, interest in the sense that, well, she never actually, experienced before. Okay, let me read chat before I actually explain this story a bit. Let me see, let me look at chat. In the case of Borca in particular, the church is mostly one part of the grand political games between the nobles that makes up Borca's society. Oh yeah, 100%. Well, that kind of, yeah, that it doesn't. Well, there's a reason why. There's a reason why I reacted this way. And most of the people in their own domains rarely, if ever, leave them. Besides, adventurers and others will cost, with cost to do so. I can only imagine what would that be the case of traveling merchants. Anyways, onto the backstory, onto this reason why I said so. To actually explain my reaction and bunch is to actually explain the story about Celine. So, allow me to kind of demonstrate on that. Celine was actually from a noble family of sorts, but the key thing is that, but the key details to that is that she's actually an illegitimate daughter of the nobles that is from the family line. That they were not really happy about Celine's existence because this guy who is in desperate need to have heirs, desperate need for to have male heirs. I have to be more specific. Only was able to sire daughters, and as such, the firstborn daughter, which is the legitimate daughter, became the sort of heir. But no, she will be essentially be. Would have to be married off to someone to be so they could be part of the family, and her spouse will become the heir. Whereas for Celine, she is sent to a convent just so that way she could actually be basically useful for as a cleric, which she actually got to experience the level of joy there. It's the first time she got to be happy. So when she finally graduates and becomes a proper cleric, she received a letter from her family that her presence is definitely needed, and Celine went back to her home, only to discover two crucial things: that she is to be scheduled to be married to one of the suitors that's arranged to her, and that her sister has gone missing. And this suitor that Celine is supposed to marry was supposed to be her sister's suitor, the apple of the family's eye, which Celine is not okay with it, and she tried, but the family very much insists otherwise. However, Celine is determined to figure out what the heck is going on. Where the hell is her sister? So in her adventure, she jump-started her adventure by just trying to go and figure out where the dingbat her sister is. It's how she actually started her journey. And I definitely need to work on Celine's family because oh boy. I'm not sure what the rest of I don't know when are we going to reach to Borca, but I definitely need to get that. I definitely need to not forget that. Alright, let's go use this color palette from Celine's date attire for this. I had a feeling that with the context that is going on, that everyone is most likely going to head to Borka later down the horizon, and the backstory I mentioned, I had a very strong feeling that her folks are not going to be okay with this, like at all. Thoughts, questions, death threats, chat? Okay, let's go ahead and clear up whatever left is in there. Okay, I think that'll most likely... No, that will not most likely do. Okay, so... Okay. Let's clear that up. So, there we go. That's, that actually is a pretty clear silhouette when it comes to Celine. At least for her wedding dress. Okay. But, Savage, if you're still in the chat, are you certain that she's going to most likely be the first to actually get hitched in the road? Let's see. But you know, speaking of characters and their own sort of developments, I can't help but actually think back when it comes to romance arcs in general for of my characters, cause I'm a woman who actually enjoys a good romance, if you will, and I'm a sucker for I am a huge sucker when it comes to romance. But I'm also trying to figure out how, what else would I actually explore when it comes to the romance archetypes that is out there, because I have explored stories that is related to second love romance, bodyguard romance, I would say childhood romance, but that's kind of like a secret. I thought there's something else out there, but if there's one romance archetype that I've yet to actually experience proper, it's either the two things that I could think of on the top of my head: the enemies to lovers romance and the forbidden love romance, or opposites attract. I mean, either though. Well, I had a feeling that's just a minor thing compared to the big thing, which is the most two that I mentioned. I am relatively certain, most because there may be more urgency to go quickly. There's very little chance for the happiness in the domains of the dread. So there's the idea of living the fullest life for the brief time for a brief time is good. Oh, and a fucking course with a stream. When a Steam sale is on, Dr. Love makes another animation with Soldier reacting to it. Wait, what? Really? No, oh, Steam sale, not stream sale. What am I saying? That's an iconic name that I haven't heard for a while. It's on his Twitter? Ah, okay. I guess I'll give it a look. Okay. Let's see. Ravenloft is a world of tragedy, punctuated by hard-won happiness and small victories. I would actually be stupidly bummed out if something were to happen to Ismark in this campaign, for sure. Cause, yeah, I like Ismark. Sure, he thought he may not be most people's favorites, but I actually like the development that that kind of happened when it comes to him, as well as how why the way he is. I just hope that I actually got to see a little bit more when it comes to his character, or how what he actually chose to be. Because when it comes to now, I know that there's some people out there who is probably wondering whomst is Ismark. Okay, I've hosted this in the past where I talked about this one character that I did in the past where okay, let me get my bearings right. I'm sure that you guys are aware of me doing a past endeavor, taking D&D characters from the module and redesigning them in my own flavor. And I'm sure that some of you still remember a particular fellow named Ismark. Ismark is from the Ravenloft / Curse of Strahd campaigns, where he only has a very minor role, despite that how he was kind of written, where it's just a one and done endeavor, and that's just basically it. How he was actually going to be portrayed by the DM and the rest of the campaign is, yeah, up to the DM and everyone else in the rest of the campaign. But the bottom line is that when it comes to D&D NPCs, you can flavor their personality to what they are. I remember that said flavored Ismark in his Curse of Strahd campaign to be a little bit on the cowardly end, whereas this Ismark is leaning towards much more into the hopeful end with the situation that is season 1 of the Ravenloft campaign. Well, the party gave the man a sense of hope to actually fight against Strahd and actually be free, and actually help in the endeavor to free Barovia from his curse. Also, heads up that if you look at that video, loud sound warning. I mean, I've endured my fair share of ear rapes in the past when it comes to past Gmod and TF2 shitpost videos. I mean, how bad could this possibly go? So, let's see. Raven... Oh yeah, I already read that. Okay. And yes, Ismark in that game is a man who has fueled hope to actually help contribute the effort to free Barovia from Strahd's curse, thanks to the party, and much more. And it also has fueled a little bit more through Celine. Let's see, what is his... Ismark in this game was amazing to use because he was so different. Part of it was since this was a reincarnation of the Curse of Strahd Ismark, he was not pushed to the sidelines for Irina. Pretty much. And I'm actually glad that it's that case. Let's see. Alright, now, I wonder if I should give her the same makeup when it comes to her usual getup. Then again, she is a goth bride, so it's kind of part of the course. But I think what if there's one thing I am grateful for when it comes to Celine, there's only going to be 3 family members that I have to worry about, compared to Violette, where she has compared to Violette, where Celine only has 3 family members that I need to actually design for her. Violette's family, I had to work 5 family members. like 5 family members, and all of them have different appearances, different get-ups, and different different body languages. And oh boy, I am just so grateful I was able to get that thing done. But I think if I have to be a little bit more clear-cut and honest, the mom, when designing for Violet's family, is the hardest thing to actually pull off, because I had to go through her design twice. And that was like when I finally learned the proper context on where Violet's family is going to be stationed at. Instead, let's see. He was not pushed to the sidelines for Irina. Instead, it was ironically Celine who was in her backstory that was sidelined by Helia. Yes, it is. For those who actually need a pinch more context when it comes to Celine has most of her life has always been outshined by her biological and albeit socially acceptable sister, if you will. I mention again that she is a bastard, whereas Helia is the much more legitimate born, and as such, Helia is raised spoiled and happy with all the privileges that her life was able to provide for her, whereas Celine has always been placed into the sideline, where she never really had much of in terms of scrap of acceptance, if you will. If any, it's learned like tolerance at best, and more like apathy at worst. And Helia did not make Celine's situation a lot more better. In fact, on the surface, Celine is much more. On the surface, Helia is much more. Appears to be this sweet person, but when they're in private, it's a whole different story. In fact, the best way I could actually describe about this dynamic is that she's basically the bully. But Celine never really hates Helia. She's frustrated, she doesn't like how she was treated, but she never truly hates her. I mean, it's part of the reason why she went off to find her sister in the first place. But she is a character who I subjected to something that's different from the usual wheelhouse when it comes to creating characters. Whereas she deals with a different kind of trauma that is basically neglect and an inferiority complex because of the upbringing. Now, where is that dress reference that I need? No, fashion dresses. Yes. No, nope, nada. No, you're kind of close, but you're not what I'm looking for. Why did I close that? Yes, there it is. Okay, might as well grab this so I can actually plop this for reference. Okay. And what was revealed about Helia is that there's a lot more darkness to her being so beloved. And I don't know how deep that darkness goes, but I had a feeling that it's not good. Not good at all. Okay, so let me go ahead and actually go find the proper brush for the job, because it's not time for us to do the embellishments on this dress. This is the dress I picked when it comes to using the reference for Celine's wedding dress, if you will. However, the one thing that we do need to worry about is the embellishments onto the the lacing and embellishments that is onto her outfit. And I guess once we're done with that, most likely we'll wrap things up for the night. I don't know. But I do kind of like how it's going, though. I think I also want to reveal another piece about Celine that, well, a piece about the Helia and Celine lore, if you will. Hello?
Hey!
Hi!
Hi.
Hi!
Boss.
I'm okay. It's mostly me.
Now, why would you be in here by yourself without any supervision? Well, maybe I should be saying without any supervision for the gremlin.
Well, the gremlin behaved because she finally got what she was actually happy to see Casey. Although Casey, upon giving her a Tim Tam, he learned another interesting effect. She turned Australian for a few moments.
Well, that's tame by the normal standards.
Tame? But I think I'd rather take tame than chaos.
Yeah, same. Best clean up afterwards.
Pretty much. Okay. Now, what's a good brooch/bit that I could actually use for this? I use diamonds.
I also...
Yes?
I just wanted to let you know that I called my lieutenant and, briefed him on the situation on my back. He just said to take it easy, and if need be, he could have someone cover for me tomorrow.
Okay. Are you gonna be alright, though, love? Do you want me to, do you want the ointment when you get home?
I'm not sure if we need the ointment or the patch. I would say both, but they would have to be done in, not conjuncture, but in sequence with one another.
Okay, fair enough, I suppose. I pray that all the mimics are rounded up by tomorrow. I'm sure there will be. It's going to be a team effort, but I'm sure that it will be.
The good news is that these are small ones, so they only need smaller baits of just hot dogs.
Pretty much. Okay. I think I'll use this for Celine's brush on her corset, because from the way how it's designed, there's corset embellishments over here, and I don't know how I'm gonna color this, but I'll figure it out piece by piece. Yes?
Celine is known for showing off.
I mean, she is another goth bride, but hers is a little bit on the tamer end, ish.
She's a bright goth.
I mean, then again, this is I think for her, I think her outfit is a little bit outlandish in Borka's terms, cause I don't know what the fashion choice is going to be for Borka, but I'm doing some pinch of research, so I can actually make this thing work.
Call me stupid, but I don't remember a Borka.
Borka is the name of one of the locations in Ravenloft that you can actually go to, and this is Celine, and it's basically Celine's home.
Ah, gotcha.
Now, if my memory serves right, I actually have a reference of I've actually found a piece in Pinterest that I'm gonna be using as reference, and it's not up here, so okay. One of these.
So the first thing I thought of was just the land of orcas.
I mean, of course you. I mean, I will not be surprised if there's a seaside location in Ravenloft at all.
You just want another beach episode, don't you?
I mean, I am surprised, okay? I am actually surprised that we have an actual beach episode.
Oh.
That's weird.
Yeah. Worst come, and don't worry. As soon as I'm home, I'm gonna be laying in the bed. Worst case scenario, I'm gonna ask for my laptop and I can play the game in the bed.
Okay, fair enough, I suppose. That's weird. Okay, maybe it's,
'Cause you told me not to push myself.
Okay, so, sorry I took a pause, chat. I was just, looking up my Pinterest for the outfit I actually have in mind what people in Bork are pretty much going to be wearing. Aha! There it is! I have yet to actually design Helia, aka Celine's sister. But I had a feeling that, most of the women in Bork are most likely gonna be wearing something like, oh crap, baskets, I lost it. Okay, no, I had to scroll down. It's not far off. I can find it. I can find it. I can definitely find it. I should organize this a lot better. Okay. There it is. But if I want to use as a reference, I had a feeling that the women in Borka will most likely be wearing clothes like these, if you will. Because most of the time, D&D fashion, the women in it would usually wear something like this. Something does tell me that Helia and Celine have a sibling rivalry. You're kinda not wrong from there, Alex. It's more in the case that, Celine is treated the way she is because she's an illegitimate child, the bastard of the family, and one that her family is not really a huge fans of, because the head of the house, in his so desperate attempt to actually have an heir, because he's a human man who wants to have more power, could only have like daughters instead of sons. So he actually made the best of a bad situation and just said, "You know what? I'm just gonna make my eldest daughter to marry off some guy, and this guy would actually be my heir from my family house. And whereas my bastard is going to go and serve into her clerical duties, make herself useful in that department." And so it does. And ironically, her being sent to the convent is the best thing that ever happened to Celine. But then, but it never really lasts, if you will. It's why, and the reason why Celine is on her journey in the first place is to go find her sister. Because when she was told to come home, it's for the sake that she's gonna be married off to Helia's suitor. And you know what? I'm just
not a fan.
I'm just gonna actually come out and kind of say it. Celine's Helia's initial suitor is not a bad person. In fact, once upon a time, Helia's initial suitor is not a bad person. In fact, Celine actually liked this guy. In fact, if she would actually marry someone, she wouldn't mind it was him. But Helia nabbed him, in a sense, if that's what the best way to actually describe it. And so when she actually learned that Helia is gone, and the said suitor is supposed to marry her, is now going to marry to Celine. At that point, it doesn't feel right anymore, you know? It also doesn't help and realize that Celine finally realized she doesn't really know the guy at all. And she knows that he is nice. He is one of the kind of people that actually treated her properly, but she knows in her heart of hearts that is still Helia's suitor. Does that actually help clarify things, or nah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And now for her gloves. I think I'll make this one transparent gloves. Oh no.
You okay?
I don't know. My stomach kind of feels a little bit weird.
Are you okay?
I don't know how to properly describe what I'm feeling, so I'll try to make the best what I could.
Okay.
I feel a little bit on my stomach feels a little bit on the I feel like I want to eat something, but it feels a little bit heavy.
Risky?
Yeah.
Okay. So, just so I understand, you are feeling hungry, but you feel like there's a massive weight in your gut, and if you eat something, it's going to disturb that weight.
That, and also when I'm sitting down for a while, I'm starting to feel it really I'm starting to really feel it in a sense.
Okay. Well, what did you have other than that muffin that I gave you this morning?
I made use of my last of my baked banana oats.
And those, we don't have to worry about those going bad?
No, since
I asked because... Sorry.
It's okay. What is it, honey?
The reason I asked because I know they are essentially made by using overripe bananas, which is one step below spoiled bananas.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want to believe the whole baking process helped with that. I can't help but think that's like it's the only other thing you've eaten. So unless you drank something sus, I don't know what else to call it, because I had the muffin and I'm okay.
Maybe I should actually get something proper for my stomach.
Maybe. Question is what?
I don't know. What would you like for dinner, though?
What have we got? We got some spaghetti. We got pork chops. You could have some pork chops with meat sauce.
It's not a bad idea. I need to figure out what color will I make for Celine's embellishments. Maybe silver will have to do, just like her original. But this choker bit is kind of not helping, not cooperating. No, wait, hold on.
In what
Hold
way?
on. Hold on. I think I'm onto something. Okay, there we go. That's not too bad. And, let's also not forget this. I think I'm thinking about a nice chain of pearls that are, attached to her bun right up there. I mean, initially when it comes to designing, Celine, I tried to implement a tiara that is onto her design, but that didn't actually look so good to her. Wait a minute. Oh, son of a bitch.
Is it on the wrong there?
Yes.
Well done.
Hey, I managed to fix it. Okay, so let's actually.
Oh, I just came up with a good, like, if it was like an arranged marriage that she didn't want, you mentioned the Joker, I actually just had a random idea, like if it was an arranged marriage she didn't want, like something for that choker,
Yeah.
making the choker like pitch black and like studded with stones like it were a collar.
I mean, it's not a bad It's not a bad thought.
Yeah, but this isn't one of those cases. She's a happy. Look at that smile. How can she not be happy about this marriage?
Let's see. I think if anything, Selena's just one lucky girl, isn't she?
Considering everything, yeah, she is.
Okay. Oh, Madam Mercy, hi, welcome back. Morning, you two. Popped in earlier during the break period. And what is this I'm hearing about Gremlin going Australian? See, Casey gave the house Gremlin one piece of Tim Tam, and we discovered a new effect on her. That if she eats one, she goes a little bit Australian.
Now I got a craving for Tim Tams.
Me too. I miss Tim Tams, babe. Let's see.
In my defense, I got the mochi instead.
You know what? That's okay, sweetie. That's okay. But I can't wait to have more Tim Tams again, though.
Yeah.
Okay, what lace would actually best suit for this job? You know what? Yodo. Okay. So this will be the lace I'll pick for you. What flavor of Tim Tam? There's new flavors already, you know. Casey said that he gave her a original-ish flavor.
Yeah.
Okay, no. Okay, let's actually go ahead and start, cleaning out the rest of this. So we're gonna go ahead and clean up the lace. But I will say this though. I know when it comes to July, it's the month of the endurance challenge in terms of the heat. But if there's one thing I am looking forward to next month, it's the possibility of the possibility of doing swimsuit month, if you will. Yeah. The classic fair.
If you don't mind, I actually have. I think I may have a little idea for that. Just mix things up a little.
Oh?
Last year you did the girls in swimsuits.
Mm-hmm.
Why not this year you do the guys?
Do
That's
men?
some eye candy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Rhythm Asylum, hi, welcome back, welcome back. It's good to see you again. But yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
I know
a bad
you like.
idea. That's not a bad idea.
I know for a fact you like drawing the burly men, so let yourself have some fun.
Like, yep.
What do you think, chat? What do you think about that?
Okay, so let's go ahead and put that there, And what? Are we gonna have Golem play TikTok from Joji? If that's what you're asking?
I am not familiar.
You know, the one that's used for Muscular Fortress.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and.
But here's a question: who would you use for that? Who would you draw?
I don't know. It's been a while since I actually done anything when it comes to the male eye candy. Maybe I could just mix it up a bunch, you know?
Yeah, like different types and such.
No, more like draw two pairs of two male characters, two female characters.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
fair enough. But the question remains: who you got in mind?
I don't know. Oof. Phew. I just did that neck crick, but it's a very much needed thing to do. Ay. But let's see. It's only 4:45 right now. Has it really been that long?
Yep, just about.
Man. We've really been working that long, haven't we? I'm thinking that maybe we could actually... Yes?
I was about to say, if you have the drive to keep going, I don't see why not.
Well, that may be true, sweetheart, but I kind of want to actually get started in working on dinner, so that way we have something to eat and fuel ourselves before the game starts.
Fair enough.
But, what would you... you said you wanted the meat sauce for dinner?
Yeah, meat sauce with the pork chops.
I guess I could
That's
make that
alright.
work. I was also thinking of making use of beef stroganoff tonight.
Beef stroganoff?
Mhm.
Yeah, we can do that too.
There's so many flavors of Tim Tams right now since they recently introduced a new wave of exotic flavors. Can't recall the exact names, but there's 4 of them. Huh.
Okay.
But I know white chocolate Tim Tams is among them, and I would actually love to have some, you know?
You do love your white chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at me.
I mean, honey, I'm a bisexual woman. I like all forms of chocolate.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Okay, maybe before we could actually leave, I think the next best thing I should actually tackle is the flowers in her bouquet. Now, oh. Well.
What?
Sorry there, honey, but I'm going into a tunnel.
What? Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 not now. Not when we're so close to the finish line. Keep it. Gremlin.
Goliath!
Hello.
Yeah.
How was your show?
Afterman is actually doing fine. She relaxes inside the fridge while she watches Beer King.
The same fridge that we keep our food in.
Yes?
Are you cold?
Yes.
Let's see. Oh yeah, you are. What? It's hot out and you're cold. plushie.
Ah! Ito! Wait! Ah! You're too hot! Ah! Yes! I'm going to melt! No!
Okay. I'm done. I'm sorry. Well, I like cold. You know this.
How about then why don't you take the Zoom Zoom ship and go at the mountain?
That I don't know.
Hey, listen, Ma.
But I'm.
Huh? Huskerman's got street.
Huh?
Then you take that Chucky. My Chucky!
What?
Red! No!
What? I didn't even bite into it.
No! My Chucky's gone!
Here.
Huh?
Fine.
What are it?
I was gonna have one, but you can have it.
But this kind of Chucky.
It's white chocolate. Have Chucky milk. I've had my fun.
How's coming that feels bitter?
That was fun.
What? There's a new Chucky in the inn!
Gremlin? What kind of Chucky was that?
I don't know, mate, but I actually do like this thing.
What the fuck?
How's... Well, the difference is it actually... Wait. Oh, fuck. Oh, no! I am going small! Mate!
Done.
Oi, mate, can you spare me a milk Chucky? I can't reach over here with my short leg. Can you spare me a Chucky, mate?
Come here.
Oi, mate, what you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm putting you over Chucky milk.
Thanks, Gov. Huskerman took the mint Chucky that is from researcher boy.
Researcher boy?
Yes. It starts to get too hot. Oh no. I'm going back to fridge.
Oh boy. Okay.
I put piranhas in the bathtub.
What? Rose? What? Okay. This is a thing now. I'm so glad this inn doesn't have a pool.
Hey guys, what did I miss?
Piranhas in the bathtub.
Oh no. Oh, Gremlin! Gremlin! There's that. Well, rest in peace, my peaceful evening. Yeah,
Hey,
no,
it's the only
Hmm?
sub, so it's only one. We just need to find out which one.
I know. There's the communal room, and then there's the private rooms. And let's not forget the few grand suite rooms. But anyways, I think you know what? I'm gonna call it here because I got a I got a piranha tub problem, and I also need to lay down and rest a bit and then cook. But yeah, how about we actually go and see who we're gonna raid and send off our crew?
On?
Huh?
I know Fairbanks is on.
Banks isn't currently on, but they're AFK at the moment. And you know what? Why don't we actually go ahead and send our direction to Jay?
Alright.
Let's go ahead and make the raid message real fast. Okay, and now that we're done, okay, I am gonna go ahead and get you all ready and send you there to Jay. Oh boy, boy. I have so many words I need to speak to that house gremlin. Well, as much as I truly do appreciate that y'all come by here today and watch this done. It still needs some level of refinement, but I am actually happy that this is coming together. So see you on tomorrow as we actually go ahead and as we get to watch more shenanigans when it comes to Cult of the Lamb. And I hope I actually get to see you all there tomorrow. Until then, may y'all have a good night. May y'all eat well and rest well. And I'll see you guys next time in the Paper Plane Inn. Take care!